acting challenge.
Okay.
You at me? You are the blue line. Hey, can we talk?
No. I told you what I had to say last night.
You broke up with me?
Isn't it obvious? The spark is gone. I don't have the same feelings anymore.
Then why didn't you say that before? What happened in just 1 week?
I opened my eyes. You see? That's what happened.
My dick is red. It says, my dick is red.
What is that?
Like?
So what does that say?
Oh, I thought it was a D.
Oh yeah, I can tell you exactly why this happened. It's because the numbers on every hospital or doctor bill are straight up fake and made up. So if you have insurance, your hospital has to negotiate with the insurance company for the price of the services. So they set these super high, ridiculous numbers as a starting point for that negotiation. The insurance company says, bullshit, we're paying you a third of that. They haggle a bit and decide on a number. But here's the fucked up part. If you don't have insurance, the hospital still puts that original, ridiculously high, just for negotiation number on your bill. So you could easily end up paying 3, 5, even 10 times what the procedure actually costs. So the next time you get a medical bill, make sure you negotiate. There are even nonprofits called medical billing advocates that will help you negotiate. And if you want to learn more about the fucked up practices behind medical billing, we did an entire episode of Adam Ruins Everything about it called Adam Ruins the Hospital. You can find a clip on YouTube or the entire episode on HBO Max.
Every man has to own a black suit. After you get a black suit, there's 5 suits you need to get. Black, navy, gray, brown, tan. You get those 5 suits, you get yourself 2 white shirts, get yourself 2 cream color shirts and 2 powder blue shirts. You can make 75 suits with those combinations because every last one of those pants go with every last one of those jackets. Every last one of the jackets goes with every last one of the pants. You cannot mess up. The beige pants will go with the gray jacket. The gray jacket goes with the brown pants. The black pants go with everything.
I'm going to tell you how to cure cancer. Now, there's 5 main types of cancer: carcinoma, sarcoma, melanoma, lymphoma, and leukemia. The reason why you get cancer is what you eat. You're eating and you're putting things on your skin that have carcinogenic chemicals. A lot of these chemicals and pesticides are illegal in the European Union, China, and other countries. Now, the first thing that you want to get to cure cancer, the most powerful thing, is powdered black seeds. Very little research on it by design, because they don't want you to find out about it. You can take it by itself, or if you take it with organic, raw, unprocessed honey, 1-for-1, this will get rid of your cancer in a couple of months, any cancer. The second thing is the extracted oil from the powdered black seed. Now, this thing has about 1,000+ articles on Google Scholar and PubMed with basically every cancer you can think about. Its main active compound is thymoquinone. That's the main anti-cancer agent. And this is shown to get rid of basically any cancer in your body, and I've seen it work. I've seen many people with stage 4, stage 3 cancer on a home on hospice, cured of cancer, taking black seed oil and powdered black seeds. Now, the third thing is organic lemons. It has to be organic or it's not going to work. There's a compound in the skin called D-limonene that works with the phytonutrients in the lemon, coupled with whole complex vitamin C, not ascorbic acid, that's not vitamin C. And this has been proven to get rid of many cancers. I don't know how many cancers, but there's a lot of research articles and there's a lot of anecdotal testimony as to this thing getting rid of cancer. And I do know people who are home on hospice who just juiced the whole lemon and they cured themselves of cancer. Then there's freshwater food grade diatomaceous earth. Not really sure how this works, other than it goes into your intestine, it cleans out all the heavy metals, all the pesticides, parasites, and candida. And your gut is your genesis of your health of your body. And your immune system is your first line of defense. But I've had people tell me they've cured themselves of skin cancer and colon cancer, stage 4 colon cancer, just taking freshwater food grade diatomaceous earth. Now, the last thing is wild oil of oregano. Oregano vulgare. It has to be steam distilled, and it has to be wild harvested from Europe, and the subspecies Oregano vulgare. This is the most powerful antibiotic and antiviral on the planet, but it also has anti-cancer properties. And I've read numerous articles and I've read anecdotal testimony of people saying that they've cured themselves or their pets of cancer just using oil of oregano. Now, I wrote an article on my blog, nothingsIncurable.com, on how to naturally cure yourself of cancer. Definitely go to my blog and read this article and cure yourself of cancer. Now, one last thing. If you've done chemotherapy, take black seed oil or powdered black seeds. It will rebuild your immune system. You know that the chemotherapy destroyed your immune system, but this will rebuild it.
If you are ever buried in rubble, yelling will just waste energy. Try to grab something and start tapping in intervals of 3, and rescuers will notice the odd pattern. A lot of backpacks actually have a hidden whistle. If your car ever goes into the water, open a door or window immediately. Before a natural disaster, fill up your tub and your sink so that you have access to emergency clean water. If your drink randomly smells like cinnamon, don't drink it. People often will use it to cover up the scent of actual poison. Sitting in the back of the plane in the middle seat has the highest chance to survive a plane crash. If someone points a gun at you, maintain eye contact. They will likely feel something, causing them to hesitate or move on from you out of embarrassment. If you get pulled out by a riptide at the beach, swim parallel to the shore and swim around. Most drunk driving deaths occur on Saturdays between 1 a.m. and 3 a.m., so avoid the roads at that time if possible. You can still try to dial 911 if you don't have service. Sometimes it will work and connect to the nearest cell tower. If you're skidding in a car, steer in the direction of the skid. If someone gets stabbed, do not pull the knife out. If you keep your iPhone face down when you're not using it, you will save battery because it won't light up for every notification that you get. If you ever almost drown to the point of throwing up or passing out, you should still go to the hospital because your lungs can still fill with fluid over the next few hours. If the ocean is retreating, there is a tsunami coming. If a stranger gets in your car and tells you to drive somewhere, bump into a lamppost. You won't be useful to them anymore with a damaged car and attention on your scene. If you're being tied up, try to puff yourself up as much as possible while it's happening so that it'll be easier to slip out. In a stressful situation, point to someone and give clarity on who should call 911 instead of everyone thinking they should just call 911. Do not inflate your life jacket before evacuating the airplane. In water landings, your life jacket in a rapidly submerging airplane will cause you to float to the top of the cabin and not be able to swim out. If you have to perform CPR, follow the beat of Stayin' Alive by the Bee Gees. If someone gets hypothermia, you need to heat them up gradually. Putting them next to a fire immediately will probably kill them. Do not put frostbitten fingers or toes in hot water for the same reason. Your blood cannot adapt as fast to the sudden change in temperature. If you ever get lost in the woods, always follow water downstream. In an emergency situation, you can use a crayon as a candle. It will burn up to 14 minutes. If you witness an accident, never take off the person's helmet. It could make a spinal or brain injury worse. If you have a wound on you, even a bug bite, and see a red streak from it following your veins, you have blood poisoning. If a service dog ever approaches you without its owner, follow it because you could save that person's life. If you ever feel like someone is following you, take 4 right turns, and if that person is still behind you, that means they are following you. Do not drive home, just go to a police station and call the police on your way there. If you are ever chased by a polar bear, take off your clothes, get completely naked, and throw them on the ground. Polar bears have really short attention spans and will inspect the clothes before continuing to chase you. If you ever come face to face with a mountain lion, just walk backwards from them. They will be waiting for you to turn around to attack. If there's an earthquake, do not go up or down any stairs. They can collapse. Hornets are angered by the color white, and if you think that taking your white shirt is gonna help, there's white in your eyeballs that they will still see. Putting mud all over your body will keep you from being eaten alive by insects. If somebody ever has you at gunpoint or with a knife and is trying to take you to a private place, you just have to start screaming and fighting, because even if you get shot in the leg, you're more likely to actually get found than if you get to the private place. You will likely not be found.